早晨，早晨，早晨，大家好，咦？歡迎嚟到2020年10月27號嘅凌晨，係咪應該朝頭早啦？係咪啊？而家過12點啦，咁啊，朝頭早12點，咁啊，阿 Jack 久違嘅直播咧又喺度開始翻啦，多謝大家咧就夜媽媽咧就嚟睇我打機啦，喂，咁啊，今晚咧同大家打嘅咧就係29號出街嘅 Watch Dogs Legion 係 Watch Dogs Legion 喺個看門狗啊，自由軍團啊，咁啊 Watch Dogs 嘅系列嘅第3作啦，咁啊第一集我喺 PS3 打嘅，咁跟住就 PS4 咧就出咗第2集啦，第2集咧反而我第一集我打爆，第2集我反而冇打爆，因為啲人物設定同埋個古仔呢啲嘢我就第2集唔中我，就反而冇打落。咁啊第3集咧就將會帶大家咧去到倫敦啦。咁啊轉個城市，因為第一集咧我冇記錯係芝加哥嚟嘅，第2集咧就係三藩市。咁第3集咧就我哋就去到倫敦啦。咁我大致講少少背景先啦。咁佢就講咧就係即係未來啦，講定係就話倫敦咧就已經咧成為一個咧被好多嘢咧監視嘅一個城市啦。咁住喺嗰度人咧就無時無刻咧都會被政府監視啦。咁同一時間咧就唔知點解咧就係大企業啊，所有嘢啊都會滲透晒落去個政府度，即係總之好腐敗啦。咁啊，另外咧就係喺街度有好多呢啲mafia，即係啲黑手黨嘅犯罪組織咧，咁啊通街都係啦。咁啊唔知點解搞到成個城市烏煙瘴氣啦。咁啊作為玩家嘅我哋咧，就係去加入呢個 resistance 一個反抗組織啊。咁啊點啊？咁啊就係咧要去清走晒呢堆咁嘅淤血啦，就攞翻個倫敦翻嚟嘅。咁啊硬係覺得呢啲情節好鬼死熟口面啦，尤其是我哋由去年啊年中開始啊，到依家所有嘅情節啊，唔好以為只喺 game 會出現啊，兜口兜面行出街你都見到啊。咁啊，應該亦都係因為呢個原因呢，唔知大家應該都係發覺到就係其實過咗2020年開始呢，喺大中華區呢，Ubisoft 係冇再好俾力呢去宣傳呢隻 game 嘅。咁就算我哋收新聞稿呢，我哋都冇收中文嘅，全部係英文嘅，係啦，好奇怪，唔知點解，好奇怪。多謝大家支持啊，多謝阿卡大。隻 game 買咗，啱啊，支持下，好啊。喂，29嚟有得玩啦，我玩先啊，我玩先。咁啊，隻 game 多謝 Ubi 啦，啊 Ubi 好嘢，大家新照。好啦，咁啊 game 我 download 咗啦，我 PS4 版，咁啊開隻 game 入到嚟咧就見到呢個畫面嘅。咁啊咩嚟嘅咧 ？Ubisoft 講咧係咩嚟嘅咧？咁其實咧就係、大家知道有一樣嘢叫 Uplay 嘅東西㗎啦，就係 Ubi 一個平台，即係自己自家嘅一個平台啦。咁啊上面就可以買 game 又好啦，同埋一個月應該佢可以有啲獎勵，即係例如你打隻 game，其實你可以儲到啲分啦，咁你可以繼續上翻去上面咧，可以 redeem 啲分咧，就可以俾你換一啲 virtual 嘅 item 咧，可以俾你喺 game 裏面用翻嘅，即係例如我玩 Division 都好啦，咁我可以換啲槍嘅 skin 啊啲嘢咧，咁可以喺隻 game 裏面用翻嘅。咁而家咧呢個 Uplay 咧個平台咧就改咗名啦，就叫 Ubisoft Connect， 係啦。咁啊成件事就對我嚟講就冇咩分別嘅，都係嗰樣嘢嘅啫。其實就咁，如果你係預購玩家咧，同埋好似有一個 Day One 嘅咩，即係總之就係有一樣嘢，咁你可以有日獎俾你啦。咁我唔知咩嚟㗎其實。哦，咁應該10寶應該俾咗我啦，係嘛？我咪撈緊。 係改咗名咧，但係仍然個 server 都係咁慢，係冇分別。咁我睇下改完之後睇個 interface 有冇改到咯，個 UI 就好似改咗啲嘅，因為舊時出嚟嘅咧就係會成個畫面都係變咗 Uplay 嘅，咁而家咧就唔係啦，係啦，依家就唔係啦。咁但係咧就係好頓嘅，我懷疑係佢係一個 remote desktop 嚟嘅。唉，唔係 beta 試玩版嚟㗎，我呢隻係正式版嚟㗎。阿 Sam， 係啊，咁其實所有預購玩家其實已經可以 preload 落部機度㗎啦，咁但係咧係未俾你玩住㗎嘛，都係要29號啊準時凌晨，咁啊俾你玩到咯。唉，我最唔中意上嚟 Uplay 咧，就係因為就慢。嗱，咁見到一堆咁嘅嘢啦，咁如果你本身已經有一啲 Uplay 嘅錢咧，U 幣咧，咁其實你已經可以即刻買㗎啦。咁我咧手頭上就有250嘅，咁樣有咩用咧？嗱，有一個 Fan Kit 可以攞嘅。喂，屌你又出翻去！下面 X 咧就話選擇，但係咧我要撳圓圈先至係嘅。你有 fit 我嘅咩嚟嘅呢？嚿應該係呢啲牆紙呢啲嘢啫。咁我諗呢啲嘢其實就你預唔預購都好啦，應該咧係咪都會有俾你嘅？係攞先，唔理有冇用，攞咗先。呢個 jacket 咧就未開到，唔知幾時先開到。咁另外咧，仲有錢攞啊，有2000蚊，梗係攞啦，錢啊大佬，咁可以即刻用啦。咁啊，至於啲衫褲係乜咧，我就唔買啦。我就不嬲呢啲嘢，我就麻麻嘅。好，離開啊！終於翻嚟啦，我哋。咁啊，隻 game 會有一個 Day One Patch 嘅，咁啊，大家記得玩嗰時就先 patch 咗，即係裝咗呢個 patch 先至好正式開 game。OK， 無論你係 PC 有 Xbox 有乜都好啦。我諗就算 even 你係玩 PS5 或者係 Xbox Series X 都好啦，都係有呢樣嘢。咁啊，今集咧就除咗單打之外咧，亦都有一個4人 co-op 嘅，係啦。咁但係呢個 co-op 咧，呢個 online 咧就要12月先開到嘅。咁可能都係等大家喺趁呢個零月衝一衝自己隻嘢，升一升自己個角色先啦，跟住先至再出去打啦，係嘛？到時就大家有冇興趣同我一齊打？到時如果有嘅話就一齊打啦。咁我唔使揾人揾得咁辛苦啊，係咪？因為 Watch Dogs 咧，我始終覺得係香港唔係話十分之多人玩嘅，即係之前2集都好啦。咁啊，今集咧就因為受呢個氛圍嘅影響咧，即係我哋嘅側邊發生嘅事影響咧，我就發覺係好多人留意咗隻 game 嘅，因為個成個主題真係好鬼死 match 啊嘛。咁好多人留意隻 game，咁所以咧我見出邊 pre-order 都收得唔差 ，OK 嘅，係。要睇翻個咩先？季票值唔值得買啊？睇你會唔會 keep 住玩咯。如果你諗住真係 keep 住玩落去嘅，咁啊，梗係要買噶啦，係咪？咁啊，可以將啲 save 咧就掟上個 cloud 嘅。咁但係其實我本身如果 PS 聽日都本身都掟上 cloud 噶啦，即係你咪再掟多次，掟去 UB 自己度啊嘛。單人遊戲模式，咁啊有困難有易啊，係咪？一般啦，係算啦，唔好玩落啦。永久死亡模式話呢個咩嚟嘅？啟用永久死亡咧，將會為承受致命傷害死亡，並永久從遊戲中移除。呢個咧就其實喺 Division 2裏面咧就已經有啦，有一句 Hardcore Mode 啊，就係講你可以整一個角色咧，就係由頭開始玩嘅都係。咁但係咧，只要你一死咧，就 Game Over 噶啦， 係啦，如果你唔死嘅，就可以繼續玩落去。咁呢個設定咧就搬咗過嚟呢度，係咁我咧係唔會玩自己嘅。永久死亡模式關閉，係啊，煩啊！哦，你入 game 啊！因為大家知道我打機風格咧，我就其實唔多出聲嘅。咁我亦都唔想話我把聲咧就蓋住咗隻 game，啲人講嘢啊啲嘢咁你聽翻啦。咁所以咧我一路打咧我都唔會有太多說話會講。咁如果你哋有咩問嘅，你可以喺個 chat room 度問啦，我一路 chat room 度講啦，你哋喺 chat room 度吹啦，我一人睇到嘅啫，係嘛？我睇到咪答爹咯。OK， 咁啊亦都會講翻啦。咁呢個直播咧就唔會同你玩通宵嘅，頂盡咧2點咧就要收檔噶啦，係啦。咁點解咧？就一來咧，因為咧小弟眼瞓啦，二來咧就係有關方面要求咧都係唔可以嘅，玩咁耐嘅。我費事劇透晒俾你哋啊嘛，劇晒俾你哋買咗嗰啲啊唔鋸啊！買終極版呢啲真係。
What a town! History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
咁型嘅隻無人機，如果有朋友仔係曾經去過倫敦咧，你會睇翻所有嘢就係、真係好熟口熟面嘅。咁始終 UB 喺呢方面開發咧係個資料搜集啦同準備咧係好充足下。
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
洪之欣唔好諗啦，高啦，係。
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
哇，巨獻睇戲咁啊，大佬真係啊！
I'm in.
而家成個風格都好 James Bond。
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
我控制占士邦。
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
哇，複雜啊！要 L1再撳一次。
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
game 聲大少少啊！我已經 set 到最大㗎啦，老友記。唉呀，我再 set 下啦，我已經 set 到盡啦。咁樣啦，睇會冇啲啦，要唔好啲都冇計啊，暫時。OK， 多多包涵，多多包涵。哇，踎喺度都可以咁快嘅行得，果然係特務嘅材料。阿發，咦？冇嘢嘅，冇嘢嘅，冇嘢嘅，冇嘢嘅。分心。 瞄準器裝置炸彈時按喺 L1來使用。lock 咗即係要落去。分心。救佢啦！分心。設置陷阱。哦，你中意啊，成龍，你中意啊？係咪設咗陷阱㗎啦？即係咁叫做。啊，已經設置咗。我屌，揸埋自己戇鳩。就死啦！撳住個掣。上邊，我屌！哎呀！咁你都見到我哋抵死啊你！成龍啊，我睇唔到嘅成龍，我睇唔到㗎，我睇唔到㗎。
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. And why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
嗰度。
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
劫持。點劫持咧？請問？是咪已經搞掂呢個？炸佢老豆！顯示監視器，並使用監視嚟偵測區域。飛嚟飛去。就落返嚟，應該係撳掣㗎啦，可以係唔好意思啊，成龍，唔好意思啊，成龍。啊，人多啊，好辦事。
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen, enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
佢會唔會行出嚟見到我嘅咧？我要劫持一個分析。
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Shit.
What was that?
冇人啦，走啦！
All clear.
冇你嘅事啊！我唔走，我中柒你添嘛！匿埋啲先，匿埋啲人睇唔到你噶啦喎！分心分心，貼紙。我哋揾呢個引爆器係嘛？即係個引爆器喺邊咧？咁我就見到人嘅啫噃，我見唔到呢個。咦？開。哎呀，電死咗原來嚇！屌，我唔爭再電死埋你個咁樣啦！喂，屌，咁很遠嘅？葉池。可以通過支 cam 嘅引人。哇！要撳掣啊，轉角咁樣，有啲多餘啊，我覺得。唔係啊，匿埋咋？應該仲有另一盞嘅喎，點解根本就睇唔晒啊？吸引縮放，咁縮尾， 正教學都卡關，你話死唔死？
Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
搵唔到啊，師兄。Okay.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
陷阱，全部可以整陷阱。你有此令我就做陷阱。點得4個角？冇 PS4 有部 gaming laptop， 但我估玩呢隻 game 部機會火屎咁滾，咁我一定噶咯。你唔好開啊！你唔開咁多 effect 咯，你唔開咁多 effect 就冇咁滾咯。你開多啲 effect 就好滾咯，可以煎蛋咯，可以煲水添啊！
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
火燒後欄。
It's about to get real.
Fuck.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Let's have a look around.
你呢兩條蛋散，喂，死咗件。
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
Yeah.
Taking cover. Moving in flush him out. On it. Going to look for him. Where are you? Sweep everything until you find him. Someone's shooting. Shit, I need help. Staying down. They must shoot.
有種你唔好行過嚟。
Let me check it out. Check their last known position. I'm taking fire.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
Start here.
If this gets me blown up,
Mong晒。
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Fucking hell, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
屋頂啊！封一封自己個後路先。Hello, Dad.
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Got the key. reload 掣，三角形 reload。 冇咗啦，已經。50秒。
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
Are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Oops.
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day.
Chọn唔到。
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses failed. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
These top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment of
news outlets. Reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news.
唔係偷跑啊
Conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply just support any other story.
CTOS 呢啲嘢就之前第一、第2集都已經有㗎啦。咁沿用翻落嚟啦。咁你話如果冇玩過之前2集嘅，有冇影響呢？咁其實又唔係好大影響嘅。
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
按住 L1。
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go.
Situation is worse than I thought.
掛晒
There's a candidate.
唔係掛晒，俾人捉晒。
Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
你就係個死定種啦，啊唔係，我就係個死定種啦。我啊，可以揀嘅咧就唔係好多嘅，原來。啊，咁另外有一樣嘢值得提嘅就係今集開始嘅。所有 NPC 咧，即係舊時2集都好啦 ，NPC 係真係可能同你吹下水啊，或者間唔中有啲任務交俾你咁樣嘅啫，即係實際作用就唔係真係好大。咁但係今集嘅 NPC 咧就非常之重要，因為每個 NPC 都有自己能力，仲有一個自己嘅故仔，勁！即係你諗下嗰個後面個劇本究竟佢點樣寫啊？究竟要寫幾多 script 咧？即係雖然之前嗰2集咧，啲 script 都已經好勁。好。有冇嘢問啦，大家？趁呢啲 loading 嘅時候。
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
忙咩啫忙？冇咩啊？我問你。有自動駕駛喎。咁啊，佢揸車嘅時候咧，我哋就望下風景。喂，點啊？咁由於咧設定咗喺倫敦咧，咁變咗所有車都右軚。啊！我哋玩就啱啦。早兩集咧，全部左軚車咧，極唔慣㗎揸車。基本上其實你係可以係 hack 到佢哋嘅電話啲嘢嘅，不過而家咧好似係 lock 咗，唔俾你做住。係啊，我記得咧，我玩第一集時咧，係人行過前邊我都 hack 佢電話喎，睇下佢做啲咩㗎。咁嗰度有好多故仔睇到啊，冇咗啲 side mission 啊，或者係關於個古仔嘅背景啲嘢咧，你會喺嗰度啲行人嘅手機嗰度咧，你會補完翻俾你。啊！呢條街我嚟過，呢條街。但我唔記得咗叫咩街喎。蕩下蕩下蕩到嚟呢度嘅，我嗰次都係。喂，要 save 咁遠呀！game 入邊左右睇下咩分別？我玩家上嘅分別咯，其實就冇咩分別嘅。反正好多人啊喺 game 入邊啦，都唔會遵守交通規則嘅啦，成條路咁闊啦，都係去還晒㗎啦。點解轉咗啊？你係咪去緊㗎？其實完全唔係嗰樣嘢喎，大哥。唉，正！哇！呢啲乜嘢自動駕駛而家
Auto drive now disabled. Terrorists, criminals, everyday accidents. There are too many threats facing our community, but there are also those who stand against them. The government has put the new National Health Service at the center of national security. So, if you're looking for a way to serve your community, try serving your country. The NHS. We might be smaller, but we still care.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul
Brother. 哇！你真係大次次喺條街度行，你真係。到啦！雙黃線喎。做個好市民，拍個靚車先。
Auto drive now enabled。
屌你！哎呀，撞死人啊！屌！哇！你自己冚埋嚟㗎，唔關我事啊！咪啲咁。你喺呢度喎，應該呢間餐廳喎。
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Smart move having redundant systems like that. Can't trust anyone, right?
我解謎啊！最憎做㗎啦，咁樣咯，阻住啊你！有。
I'll see you downstairs later then.
I just can't handle this right now.
Just calm down. This is what you wanted, mate. Get to it.
好似上一集個基地好似都係呢間酒館之類嘅 pub 裏面。
Sabine! Right, where's the fucking light switch?
爛口啊！
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Whoa! Whoa! It's all right. I'm supposed to be here. Authorization code Sabine sent me?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the Optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought that Optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke of genius.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the Optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the Optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the Optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do, it's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the Optic's connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you could go back and enjoy all the great things about Optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the Optic, privacy's dead.
哇！聽完一大堆啊，終於咧知道咧 Optic 係咩嚟嘅。咁啊，其實就係、幻想就係一個，我諗係類似八達通啦，或者係一個 ID 咁嘅電子錢包、電子護照，即係總之你所有嘢咧都放晒入去啦，咁啊係方便啦。佢話嚟搭車你行過就已經得啦，因為佢已經 scan 到你有 Optic 呢樣嘢啊。咁啊俾錢又係啦，又可以當 passport 用啦。咁啊 at the same time 即係同一時間咧，亦都係會有帶來好多私隱問題啦。個男人咧就好反對 Optic 呢樣嘢嘅咁樣。咁講到最尾咧。咁啊個女人就話啦，就話如果你唔用 Optic 咧，就喺呢個城市其實基本上你生存唔到嘅。但係咧，佢聽到咧DedSec 嘅黑客咧就整咗一樣嘢咧，就可以咧繞過即係 Optic 裏面呢個監控，即係你可以咧使用到 Optic 嘅好處，但係咧就可以咧有翻少少嘅私隱俾翻你咁樣。咁呢度就係講 Optic 嘅東西啦。咁咧我相信咧 game 裏面有好多呢啲咁樣即係 好長氣啊，好長嘅咁嘅 description， 但係咧係會對你了解個遊戲世界咧係有啲幫助。咁我都建議咧，即係如果係可以的話，就唔好 skip 啦，睇埋佢啦。除非你已經知道佢講乜啦。咁點估你一開始都未必知啩？Hello
and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me. And it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The system network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad, though. It's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
呢個就講 Bloom 啦 ，Bloom 就係喺即係呢個成個 network 裡面嘅核心啦。咁講咗咧就係嗰座，記唔記得頭先影咗一座塔啊？好似係啦，佢形容就係一座塔，頂頭咧就有一個好似皇冠咁嘅東西咧，就異常奇形怪狀咁。嗰個其實就係成個 CTOS 同埋個成個監控網絡嘅中樞核心啦。係啦，就係呢段説話主要係講呢樣嘢。
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolfe dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Sounds like a proper conspiracy, Bagley. Who was really behind the bombings then?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
呢個講咩嘅？ 蜘蛛面具啊，蜘蛛。嶄新天際係總部位於倫敦嘅英國軟體公司，89年創造嘅。一隻 floppy 啊
Look at this！
文物啊，已經成為 floppy， 陰公啊真係。因為的而且確係嘅，依家都冇人 floppy 啊。
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible. Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the Optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible. And she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people that I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some way. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it a better place for us to live in.
If you say so.
唉，好多嘢睇啊！等我一陣啊，行開一陣，10秒，10秒。翻嚟啦！想知同 GTA 自由度有幾大啊？一陣我諗要完咗依個嘅 mission 咧， 就可以出去出邊行㗎啦。咁出去出邊咧就應該可以睇到究竟同 GTA 嚟比咧有幾勁。上傳時間幾多嘢啊？我攞咗啦，但係就唔睇住啦，因為呢啲留翻你哋玩嘅時再睇啦。
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Backley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Fuck, that's mental. You were lucky to get out alive.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah, about that. I'm guessing that if I join up, that kind of attention extends to me, right? Christ, Sabine, it's fucking risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I say, Amir. So what the hell? Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
升級科技都係傳統嘅 game 嘅玩法啦，可能你做 mission 啊，或者做到啲嘢啊，咁啊得到啲科技點啦，啲科技點咧你就可以咧點落去咧，咁啊提升自己嘅，或者係開一啲 lock 咗嘅技巧啦、裝備咁樣啦。我有科技點10點，係啦，冇錯啦，就有呢啲咁嘅嘢。咁呢啲就已經係可以買，係呢啲就唔可以買，呢啲就開咗就冇得買。非致命手槍喎，大佬，非致命。升級項目呢啲未有嘅 R1 呢啲就可以睇係啦，呢啲可以之後聽翻，我哋可以任務呢個主線任務搞掂咧就可以收工。滲透蜘蛛、擴增侍應迷失、迷彩，個斗篷啊 ，AR 斗篷啊，你係哈利波特嗰件啊？咁有冇得 equip 嘅？你有冇而家？有嘅。裝備、斗篷、爛槍一把。Okay.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
哇！已經可以買衫添，問你死未？哇！靚仔晒，冇交嗌。冇錢啊！鬼錢咩？ R1係點啊？一 set 嘅係嘛？整啲最 cheap 㗎啦，紅色。OK 啦，全部求其買啦，買最平嗰件啦。哇！條褲咁型嘅 backpack， 我梗要買翻個練副裝備啦，唔使講啊！呢啲時候係咪先？我整黃色添，屌！超唔換啦，冇唔需要啦，係使啦，backpack 唔樣衰嘅 backpack， 嚇夠 OK， 但冇錢買，唔買住。
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching.
繼續呢個嘅 training 啊。
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy.
哦，你講㗎啦。
You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Yes, nice one. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. Just like that.
Come on, Yuri.圓圈就避開，哇屌！還拖啦，還拖啦！Oh shit！ 我好人嚟㗎嘛！ 玩一排我就唔記得㗎啦，呢啲掣。
Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant! I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
啊，果然啊！ 咁多嘢住， 唔聽住。啊，如果去到 PS5 或者 Xbox Series X 會唔會唰一聲就冇晒呢啲咁樣嘅 loading？ 依家係即係有啲礙眼。
So, which evil cabal are we taking on first?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
You mean Albion? Yeah, they definitely got that fascist thing going for them. Convince the people they're some kind of saviours, right?
So, we have to ignite.
揾下飛鏢先。
Will to resist in the people of London by showing.
一陣先同你再聽。瞄準。哇！小隊目標 ，Light a fire。啊！我哋終於可以有第一個 mission。咁呢度可以咧 recruit 咗可以。
How do you feel about changing the state of things?
That's funny. I was about to say the same thing. I'm looking for someone who can get to difficult places. Is that you?
No secrets safe from us, mate. What's up?
There's a file at these coordinates. Get it? We'll talk more.
27% reduction in violent crime over the last year. Albion is working for you.
呢度可以開 map 度。個 map 有幾大咧？我 zoom 盡啊 ，zoom out 到盡啊！就係一個倫敦咁解啊。暫時係啊。咁可以做嘅咧就係快速移嘅幾個車站啦。點解有張咁嘅帽？點解有攞把槍？
Do not accept packages from anyone you do not know. Criminals are waiting to prey on your kindness.
點解收翻支槍？點樣收翻支槍啊？頭先就俾人拍咗下啦。控制器對應表。R61。 屌！仆街！而家佢開咗依個啫喎。黐線！我而家要去嘅咧就係、哦，隔離仆街。
Joining a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
踢波有個波喺度嘅咧。足球遊戲。
All right, let's just say this is physical coordination training. I'll keep track of your score.
Sorry.
Oh, piss off.
L 啊屌！喂
，shit！
其實呢啲 QTE。shit！ 點啊？即時按下鍵。係咯，仲唔識時有我？屌！
啊 ，piss off！
頂你咩？佢嗰個拿捏嗰個位好短，你睇，咁都已經唔計啦。屌你啊 ！shit！ 又似你，黐線！唉，呢等我之後再翻嚟玩。嬲啊！走！攞個座架先。喂！點燃火苗。OK。啊，電單車就冇得自己行嘅。哎呀，收。Is it you？ 入去喎。 呢個唔係嘅咩？呢個行入去啊！本隻區域極其危險，顯示在小地圖上，敵人一旦發現入將就會攻擊。偵察按下 R3掃描該區域，找出偵察機會。
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
Albion own the bloody courts now. It's like picking up a go directly to jail card at this point.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Area's clear. Continuing the search.
Clear.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere.
We're all clear. No one here. They've escaped. We need to regroup.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ 攞依份嘢喎。OK。揾到你！錢嚟嘅，通道都有錢嘅，咁得意嘅。翻嚟呢度，係咯，要攞呢份嘢咯。落咗。 叫無人機。冇幫到啦啩？幫拖。喺出邊呢度。倒上去嘅噃。跟住條電線去，是這裏。搞掂。document 嚟。
Bagley, what have we got?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the fuck?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
好，第一個嘅任務叫做完成啦。係咪仲要我去第二度㗎？哦，可以攞嘢嘅。好，今晚直播到呢度。咁啊，隻 game 就29號出㗎吓。咁我要到29號先至再繼續。係咪咧？好似唔係喎，好似28號就得咯喎。 網絡先，因為咧簽咗份，因為有 NDA 啊，咁所以咧我玩都要就住嚟玩，咁啊又唔可以太長啦，又唔可以透露一啲 mission 嘅嘢啦，咁嘅，咁所以就係啦。28號就可以啦，28號。好啦，咁啊28號睇下點樣再搞啦吓。如果唔開直播都好啦，我都會喺我 channel 啦，點Jack創作裏面咧都會繼續會錄翻啲 gameplay 俾大家。咁啊，除咗呢隻 game 咧，我其實我仲手頭上我有幾隻 game 係做緊片嘅。咁當我搞掂咧，咁我都會喺嗰邊發布啦。咁啊，大家如果幫手去嗰邊 like 一 like，subscribe 埋條 channel， 咁啊有片就撳埋個鈴鈴咁樣啦。大家幫手啦。咁啊，希望嗰邊可以快脆儲到人咧，就可以喺嗰度都同步都開埋直播，咁就 very good 啊。咁啊兩邊一齊播，正。好啦，咁啊今晚我哋到呢度為止啦。咁啊講翻啦，咁啊 Watch Dog 呢陣咧就係29號出街嘅。咁啊有興趣嘅朋友咧，即係睇完我今晚玩啊，覺得咦都 OK 喎，咁啊可以 pre-order 啦，趁有機會 pre-order 啦。咁啊中意買現成 game 嘅又得，即隨轉變冇乜問題。online 個 version 咧 ，online 個 mode 咧就12月嘅。咁啊大家買咗隻 game 翻嚟之後就可以趁時間衝一衝。咁啊，谷一谷隻人仔噶嘛，到時咧 online play 嗰時就可以再同其他朋友一齊玩啦。咁如果大家有興趣嘅，咁可以 at 埋我啊，一齊玩啦，咁樣啦。我 PS4 啦，係啦 ，PS4 暫時 PS4 啦 ，PC 嗰邊就咁啊要煲多隻啦，咁啊好煩。諗下先。好，今晚到此為止，大家早唞，多謝晒大家，拜拜。